I wanna know how it ends, haha. Even though I was there, haha.
Amazing. You can't leave us
Hey,
here.
we really need to know what happened next and whether you caught that flight, haha.
Last summer we went to Portugal to visit our friend there. We planned out to travel back on railways because we wanted to discover Airbus too. We booked all of our trains except one, Lisbon to Madrid. When we wanted to reserve that train, they said it's full. We needed something else to leave the country. Flixbus got cancelled, so we went back home at 1 AM to book a flight. A Lufthansa flight. No, not from Lisbon. From Porto. Because it's 250 km away. Guys, we are staying here in Portugal.
What happened?
The bus hasn't turned up.
An update, we have the bus, but we're waiting for the police because of a problematic passenger taking witness statements.
We saw the bus before we left, but it got cancelled after that due to a police investigation because someone stole all the bags from it while it stopped to refuel. So we went back home to book a flight out of there. We had a tight schedule as our bookings from Madrid was still alive. We needed something to leave the country to catch up with our plans. The plans, which sound so good when you're making them at home. You make the best choices for your journey, creating it always the most perfect which you can imagine. But it can't always be, dear future DiscoverEU participants. And I'm talking against my opinion too. I always make plans at home. I'm the planner of the team. Literally, my name is the planner in the group chat. But when you're creating them, you always forget about something. Especially when you make it tight, just like we did in Portugal. A simple error, a sold out ticket, can change not just the trip, but the whole theme of the journey. When you travel next time, keep in mind, an outline is more than enough for making the best adventure in the world. When nothing is sure, anything can happen. With this small error in our trip, we managed to book a Lufthansa flight for €214 per person to leave the country from Porto to Zürich via Frankfurt, Germany on the 25th of August. It was 2 AM at night and we needed something to catch our flight today at noon. We have the Interrail pass, so let's catch the first intercity at 6:30 AM. How far are we from the train station? Oh, we are 50 km away. That makes it a 4 AM getting up, huh? So we have 2 hours to sleep. We called a taxi for 4 AM, which lifted us to Lisbon first to buy reservations for the intercity. The train came on time and there was no delay. We arrived in Porto and everything went well. The only problem was the time. We arrived in Porto, but we need to get to the airport. After 6 whole minutes in front of the train station, we decided to call an Uber because we were already late, but this time we were lucky, as we got a message from Lufthansa that our flight is delayed. So we successfully arrived at
Francisco Sá Carneiro
the airport, checked in our bags, and there was a lot of people waiting for security, but we managed to go through the fastest we can. And we even got time to eat in Burger King too. After these days everything went perfectly. With only a half an hour delay, our flight took off with us and we made it on time to Frankfurt and after that to Zurich. We arrived in Switzerland luckily and it was evening again. We were tired and here where the problems came. There were 3 key problems. One of them was that we arrived 3 days before we planned, and the only thing we haven't thought about the last 24 hours. Where we are going to spend the night. Not this one, we have the bookings from the 28th of August. Yes, we found a hotel on the train while we were traveling towards Geneva, but not this one was our only problem. But first, just a little bit of self-promo.
Please subscribe to my YouTube channel.
No, I don't think I will.
Switzerland is outside the European Union, so we had to buy a card for our phones to get data access. And the country's currency is Swiss franc, so we had to exchange money too. We headed to our hostel in to end the longest day of my life so far. But on the last train, we forgot to get off at our stop, so we had to walk a mile to our accommodation at 11 PM with 2 full bags. In the next few days, we explored the beautiful Switzerland. We went to Geneva, Visp, Zermatt and Zürich. And we even explored a tiny bit of France too, when we went through the border at Geneva. The Swiss Alps are beautiful, and the Swiss railway system is perfect. After an intercity arrives at the station, regional trains always waiting next to it to make sure that every passenger gets its connection. After this tiring and long adventure, we continued our journey through Austria, back to Budapest, Hungary, where our journey ended. Thank you guys for watching my video, I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe for future story times.